So we'll create a program to display ALV report using field catalog. So what is the type of the program? Type of the program is executable program. Click on save. Save in the local object. So first I'll just create a program how we displayed it using structures. Okay, then I'll convert it into field catalog. Let's take parameter as output. Selection screen input. That is company code. To validate the company code, what we have to do? To validate the company code, what we have to do? To validate the company code value, what we have to do?
Uh,
Don't know.
if conditions. First, we have to check whether there is a value or not, and then use select statement. Is correct or not?
So to validate the company code value, I'm going to write select statement. Equal to @p underscore. If that particular value
Focus.
is available, sub RC will be 0.
If SY happens
If
about C is equal to 0.
it is not equal to 0, what we need to do? If it is not equal to 0 means that
Message.
value is not available.
Typing.
Now let's go to our select statement. So now I'm just using select star. Select star from EKKO. So what I am doing here, I am selecting all the records using select star with the reference of table structure. Then what is the type of this internal table now? It is type standard table of EKKO because I am using select star all the fields of the table, right? Now
Yes, sir.
if LT underscore EKKO is not initial, that means if there are some records in the internal table, then display the output. So what is the function module for ALV display?
Reuse
Hmm.
pattern,
Reuse.
reuse underscore,
Okay.
reuse underscore AL list, ALB underscore grid display, ALB underscore grid display.
Okay. Now here, since we
Yes,
are selecting all the data, since we have a standard table reference, standard or custom table, since we have a table reference and we are selecting all the data, we can pass it like this. Pass only structure name. Structure name is here EKKO
single quotes, capital letters,
and pass the data,
table,
whatever
internal
the data
table
you are
with
selecting.
data.
Activate. We'll select one company code that is 3000. So this is my ALV output in the grid display. So what I'm doing here, I'm displaying all the fields of the table, right? That's why I'm using structure name or table name here. In the place of structure name, I can pass as a DDIC structure or a table name. Okay, clear? Now let's assume we are selecting only required data. We are
Yes,
not
sir.
selecting all the data and we are selecting required data from the table. Only required fields. Also, we are selecting data from different tables, not from the single table. At the time, what is the structure name you can provide here? Since we are selecting the data from EKKO, EKPO, MAKT, KNA1, etc. Different fields from different table. What is the structure name that you can give here? So we cannot use any. One thing is,
Table
one
name
yeah,
valuable,
one thing
sir.
is we have to create a data dictionary structure with all these required fields. From in the last class, we worked on that. We created data dictionary structure with required fields and used here, right?
Yes,
Correct?
sir.
So without using
Yes,
data
sir.
dictionary
SC11.
structure, yeah, without creating a data dictionary structure, we can display the ALV output using field catalog, concept of field catalog. So what is a field catalog? What is field catalog? So ALV field catalog is used to modify the field properties like list headings, order of the fields. So how it is displaying now? How the ALV report is displaying now? It is depends on the table order, right? Whatever the order maintained in the table, it is displaying in the same order, right? For
Yes,
example,
sir.
if I want to change the order, if I need to change the order, like company code in the second position or company code is in the first position and purchase document is in the third position, like that. If you want to swap the order, we cannot do it now. If you want to change, if you want to add a customized list heading instead of purchasing document, I want to display a separate text as a heading. Instead of company code, I want to display a separate name or custom name, right? So from where these are coming from, these list headings?
Field level.
Yeah, data dictionary field label. So if I want to change it, if I want to display my own text, I cannot do it. Okay, if I am using the structure name or table name, so I can modify the properties of the field using a field catalog. What can we do using a field catalog? We can modify the properties, display properties of a field. For example, if you want to display this company code in bold or highlighted color, if you want to add some hotspot, right? If you want to add custom text, if you want to change the position, all these things you can achieve by using a field catalog. What is field catalog? Field catalog is used to change the,
Modify
yeah, modify or change the display properties of the field. Okay,
field. Okay, sir.
clear? So
Yes,
there
sir.
are a lot of options. There are many options inside the field catalog. As I told you, you can highlight a particular field or you can highlight a particular field with particular color. For example, if value is greater than 100, it is green. If value is less than 100, it is red. It will display like that. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So let's see how to use a field catalog. To use a field catalog, we need to use a special object that is type group. Type group is nothing but what is a type structure? We used to create type structure right in the program level to define
Yes, sir.
data elements, sorry, internal tables and work areas. So type group is nothing
Yes,
but a
sir.
collection of type structures. We can place different type groups or different type structures in one type group so that we can reuse it in many programs, right? For example, you created a type structure in program A. Can you use the same type structure in program B? If you have a similar requirement in program B, can you reuse the type structure of the program A in program B? No, we cannot reuse type structures created in one program in another program. But if we place the type structures in a type group, we can reuse them. Okay? We can reuse the type
Okay, sir.
structures. What is a type group? Type group is a data dictionary object which contains type structures.
Collection of
Type structures. It is for reusability.
reusability.
Okay? So for
Yes, sir.
ALV reports, we need to use a type structure that is SLIS. That is the type group for ALV reports. This contains type structures, right, to define the internal tables and work areas. Check what is this type group SLIS. So what can you find in its list type group? This is a type group. What can we find here? Type structures, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Begin up and down.
yeah, we are placing different type structures in one type group, and we can reuse all these type structures whenever required. Okay, without writing all these type structures and again in the different programs. Okay, so we can create custom type structures also. I'll show you in the next session. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so if you need to use any of this type structure to define the internal table and or work area, what you need to do, you need to call this type group in your program. Okay, how to call the
Okay, sir.
type group in your program? Using a statement called type pools. Okay, and call the slice. Slice is a standard type structure for ALV reports. Clear?
Okay, sir.
So what is a type group?
Type group is type structures
Group is a collection
and
of
can
type
be
structures.
reusability.
We can reuse the type structures using type group. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Here if you observe, so this is the field catalog type structure. This is the type structure for field catalog. What you can find here? Fields, different fields like column position, field name, table name, currency, quantity, key. If you want to mark it as a key column, checkbox. Here observe selection screen, selection text long, selection text medium, selection text small. These three fields are to modify the selection text, right? With the short description, medium description, and long description. You can overwrite field label text here. You can use your own text by using these three: medium, small text, medium text, and long text. Okay, there are different options. Okay, so to use this, yeah, use slice as the first line of your program to include all the type structures of the slice. Then what is the next step? We need to define an internal table and work area for field catalog. Okay, include this as a first line of the program. Now we have to define work area and internal table for the field catalog. How to define? Data
Data.
So to define work areas and internal tables for field catalog, you can scroll down here in the type group. You can find slice underscore field catalog underscore main 0, right? Slice underscore field catalog underscore main 1. So here what they are doing in slice underscore field catalog underscore main, they are combining two type groups into one single type structure. Not type groups, type structure. They defined two different type structures. Type structure 1, type structure main 0 and type structure main 1, right? With the different fields, and they are combining both type structures in another type structure using include, right? These two are the type structures with
Yes,
different
sir.
fields. By using include type, they are adding two type structures to this type structure list field catalog underscore main. Now this list field catalog main contains fields of the main 0 and main 1, right? Take this main list field catalog main to define the work area and internal table. Type. Okay, with the same type structure I am defining one work area and one internal table. So that is completed. Now go to our select statement. We'll change the logic. What we'll do one thing. We'll just reuse our sorry, we are in ECC, right? We created that function module in S4 HANA system. So we'll create a simple join statement with required fields, with only selected fields. Select EKKO EBLN EKPO EBLP
EPL.
and EKKO workers EKPO
Magna.
MAKT
Matrix. From EKO MLM is equal to EKO MLM in a join MATT on EKPO mathematics MATT mathematics into table. Okay. EKKO Bocas sir. Bocas is equal to at the rate of P underscore Bocas. Structure name. Pivot data. Pattern.
So what is the use of field catalog? So to modify the or to customize the field properties in the output, right?
Yes sir.
And also
Yes sir.
we don't have a specific structure here, right? We are selecting data from different tables, right? We cannot use any specific structure here, right? To display the field catalog, sorry, to display the standard field catalog. Standard field catalog is from data element, that is like field labels and everything, right?
Yes
The
sir.
field orders, the order of the fields is from the table, EKKO table, right? Correct? So now we are going to customize this output display using field catalog. First we have to build the field catalog. How to build the field catalog? Populate work area, field catalog work area, and populate it, append it to internal table. Field catalog internal table. What are the fields we have to populate? Go to your type group. There are few mandatory fields we have to populate. First one is field name. This is very important. Field name equal to, what is the first field you want to display? EBELN. That should be in capital letters. Okay.
Okay sir.
Next one is column position. In which position you want to display? Is it in the first position, second position, or third position? Zero one. What are
First
the other fields you want to populate? For example, I want to populate, I want to change the text, heading text. I want to populate, I want to use my own text. That is long text. Medium text is
purchase deposit, POD.
for short text. I'll use some PO. Done. Now what I have to, there are lot of properties. There are lot of properties available here. So for example, key. If you want to highlight a specific field, okay,
Okay,
there
sir.
is emphasize option. Emphasize means uh, to display in bold kind of text. That is in main one, I think. Yeah, this one. Emphasize. This is emphasize. See, observe here. Wherever you find char one, type one, right? You have to pass x values. Okay, pass it as x. Okay. Now what we need to do? Append
Per period, final.
final. I'm appending it to the field catalog internal table, and then
Yes, sir.
clear work area,
Per periods.
and repeat the same for second field. What is the second field you want to display? EBLP,
Focus.
whatever.
Okay, sir. Sir, if you want to display as it is, there is no need to write
So then don't
append
provide.
and
When see if you are, if you, yeah, don't use the field catalog then. Just create a data
okay,
dictionary
sir.
structure and pass it with the, all these required fields in the same order. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now what is the third field? Company code. Repeat the same for all the fields. Field name should be in
Focus.
capital letters. Don't forget. That is very important. Field name should be in capital letters. Three, four. This is fourth. This should be in fourth position, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Literal text is also there. So now earlier we passed the structure name, right? Now we don't need the structure name. Just keep the field catalog. You can observe the field catalog here, right? You can
Yes,
observe
sir.
the field catalog here. We need to pass that field catalog value. First, before passing it here, do you know what is the type of this field catalog exporting parameter? We are going to pass this here, LT underscore field catalog. But before passing it, just make sure that both this field catalog internal table type and this IT underscore field catalog type are same. Go to importing parameter. What is the type of this IT underscore field catalog? List underscore CL
Yes.
T underscore field catalog underscore ALV. T means
Yeah.
I can assume that this might be a table type, right?
Okay, sir.
See, you can observe here. You can observe the naming conventions. Why we use proper naming conventions means when we look at the name, we can identify what is the type of the object. If you see this, this might be a structure, right? Since LVC underscore S underscore GLAY. Double click on the type structure, sorry, table type. So how we created the table type? In S11, we go to data type and select the table type and created the table type using the structure name, right? So how we
Yes, sir.
create table types inside the program? How we create table type in a program, not in the data dictionary, like this. Like this, we can create the table type. Now, what is the type of this table type? This one, list underscore field catalog underscore ALV. Double
Yes,
click
sir.
on this, what we can find here. So again, this contains field catalog main and field catalog ALV spec. So the type which we defined is not same, right? We used what is the type structure we used? We used this one to define the work area and internal table, right? Correct?
Yes, sir.
We use, so what is the actual type here? So double click on the table type. So what is, this is the table type name. Type, this is structure name. So this is the structure we have to take, but we have taken main, right?
Yes, sir.
Take this structure reference in your program. Change the type here. Instead of field catalog main, take this one. Now, just pass your field catalog internal table and pass the final data. Check the syntax, no syntax errors. So we got the output, right?
Yes.
This is PO document. Expand this purchase document. So this is our custom text, right? This is our custom header text. These are not coming from the data element, right? We have provided our own text here. Observe here, all are in the normal, all are same, right? But I want to make purchase document number as a key field. Okay, so how can you do that? For some reason material number and material text is not displaying. I'm not sure whether there is data or not. We'll debug and check. So EBLN I want to display as a key value. What we need to do? Key equal to X. I'm passing key equal to X. You can also pass ABAP underscore true. Now it is highlighted, right, as a key field, purchase
Yes,
document
sir.
number. Instead of X, use ABAP underscore true. What do you mean by ABAP underscore true? This contains value X. False means ABAP underscore false means it contains a empty value. Okay. ABAP underscore true means X. Instead of X, you can use ABAP underscore true also. False means blank. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, I want to add some hyperlink kind of option. For that we have hotspot. We have hotspot option here. Check the output. See, it is displaying some hand symbol, right? Like hyperlink for the EBLN. When you click on this, you can write the additional functionality. What we need to do when we click on this purchase order number. For example, you can go to purchase order transaction code. What is the transaction code for purchase order?
ME21N.
Yeah, ME21, 22 and 23N. Okay. You can do some
Yes,
functionality. When you click on this, what should happen? Like in that kind of situations, scenarios, we use hotspot for that particular field, right?
yes,
So
sir.
where you can find all this? You can find it in type group, all these field names. Okay.
Yes.
So why there is no data for material number? Just check. Selected around 70,000 records, but there is no material data, I think. We'll check in the table why there is no data for any material, sorry, any purchase order. So material number is empty for some reason. So we are in ECC system now. The material data is not maintained here. For that reason, material number is empty, right? That's why the data is not visible. Otherwise, it should be available. Is it clear? We have
Yes, sir.
emphasize option, we have many options in field catalog. Okay, but these are some basic features of the field catalog. So by using field catalog, we can modify the selection screen output of the output display. Okay, we can modify or we can customize the ALV output. So what is field catalog? By using field catalog, we can customize the ALV output. Clear?
Yes,
If you use direct table or structure reference, it will display the output just like as per the table properties, as per the field properties. But here we are customizing it. Okay. If you want to change the order, simply change the column position. Okay. For
okay, sir.
example, I'll make it as second. I'll make it as first. Observe the difference. Positions are changed, right?
Yes, sir.
So to use ALV field catalog, what we need to do? We need to define a internal table and work area with reference to sys field catalog underscore ALV. Okay, this is the type structure for field catalog. This contains all the fields, field catalog fields. These are the fields. Okay, clear? So this is the structure sys underscore field catalog underscore ALV. To use this sys underscore field catalog underscore ALV, what is the prerequisite? Types group,
Stop.
sys type group. Type group is the mandatory to use this type structure. First, you have to define this type group in your program, right? Using type
Yes,
type hyphen tools. Sys is the type group name. Okay, clear?
yes, yes, sir.
Any questions?